are days in the soaping world where you set out with a design in mind, maybe literally in your mind, or you've sketched it out. That's awesome. And you have a plan of attack. You're going to attack it thus, and sometimes things just don't work out exactly the way that you thought they would, which can suck, but most of the time, it doesn't matter. Most of the time, you still create a really beautiful, gorgeous bar of soap, even if it's not what you intended. And today is definitely one of those days for the Soaprentice. And I'm going to tell you all about her initial design and thought process, and then show you what she ultimately ended up with in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 3, of 365 days of soap. Year 2, yes. And today, Georgia May is starting a little spring, early summer, I guess it's just late spring, theme series for soaps, all of the awesome. And this particular one, she was wanting to do tulips, like a tulip in the bar. Yeah, and it didn't quite go according to plan. But the soap that she created is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, on all sides. Like, we pulled it out of the, and it has like a, it's so pretty, and I probably shouldn't talk about it now because I'm gonna go talk about it in the video. So, you know, let's go there and do that. Okay, so it is the first in like the May soaps for, you know, May, really. And we are doing a really awesome pour that, spoiler alert, I love so much. It's so beautiful. This cut is completely worth it. Now, this is a, it was meant to be a tulips pour. The Soaprentice had this idea to do tulips inside the bar, like, I don't exactly know how to explain it, and it kind of worked, is the thing. But what ultimately ended up happening with this ended up being so much prettier than what she had originally envisioned anyway, that it definitely worked. Now, this is actually scented with a blend. I believe both of them are from Nature's Garden. It is a pink lilac and willow and kissing and telling, and together those two scents smell like what you would like tulips to smell like, really. Because I don't really think that tulips really smell like anything. Do you? Do you get that? Do they smell like something? I don't really smell anything from tulips, like a little waxy smell maybe, but not a real scent. So, delightful blend, the lilac and willow and the kissing and telling. There's a bit of a perfumey thing from the kissing and telling, and the lilac and willow, it's, you know, it has a little bit of that really almost jasmine-esque scent from like willow, and then the lilac is, you know, lilac, which is delightful, really. Now, with this soap, she's using our current swirls blend, And oh yeah, she's gonna take a hanger to the first green layers. Okay, I like it. We're gonna kind of mix those up together so she can have like a grass type base on the bottom, right? And so you do 2 different colors of green, and then you can take a hanger to it and kind of muddy the waters there, or the soap batter, as the case may be, and create, you know, kind of nice contrast and, you know, colors, texture, thing. Yeah. Now, with this particular fragrance blend, both of these we've worked with before from Nature. I'm pretty sure it's Nature's Garden. And they both soap beautifully. They have such a long trace to them. It's so beautiful. Definitely extends trace. And when you're working with the swirls mix, it's going to extend it, you know, even more. The thing is, I'm not 100% sure that she wanted this to be this fluid. And I think this was kind of where things started going, well, again, not pear-shaped, because this bar is absolutely stunning just across the board. But I think she was wanting to do kind of like a play on the little pointy layers technique, right? That we did in year 1 when we were tackling all the Amy Warden Soap Challenge challenges, which I'm really, really glad we're not doing anymore. Like, that was such a long project. It ended up being so long. There's so many soap challenges, and it's actually a lot of fun to be able to do this, you know, our way and not have to be doing a specific challenge for a specific reason. So I love that. But I think she wanted to kind of utilize that technique to maybe create some depth while she started to build the tulip, I guess. I don't know. You're gonna have to look at the final cut and see if you see tulips, because I didn't. But what I ended up seeing was so beautiful and so lovely. And everything about this pour is also so beautiful and so lovely. And she's definitely using that little pointy layers technique and finding that she likes it, you know, quite a bit more with this one than what she experienced when she did it the first time. Because she wasn't a big fan of that the first time. Her bars were super cute. You should definitely go back and watch that video, because that was great. But I don't think she super was into the pour, nor did she trust the process. In all actuality, I didn't either. Now, you see how there is a heating pad under this. She did go ahead and decide that she wanted to get the bottom firming up, you know, faster, and it just was not doing its thing. And so she put the heating pad underneath it on high to kind of help the soap, heat up the soap inside the mold, so it'll start firming up quicker so she can, you know, continue on with her pours. But ultimately, none of this really super matters. Like, whether it is, again, I don't know if this is what she intended to do with it, but I do know that it was a stunning bar soap. And just watching this really beautiful fluid batter come out of these beakers is just so satisfying. I love everything about this. So it really doesn't matter whether she meant to do this or not, because it's completely fulfilling and awesome anyway. And yes, so she wanted to do a cute little theme for May, because up here in the Pacific Northwest, it's always raining. Like, always. We got a couple of really great weeks of weather in April, like really hot weather. Like, we're outside, you know, grilling again. It was delightful. And we weren't having to wear our coats, and the kids got the slip and slide out and all the jazz. It was awesome. And then it went right back to rain again, because in the Pacific Northwest, we get like fall spring, and then it just continues to rain until like mid-July, and it's all a thing. So during this time of the year, there are flowers blooming and all of that, the April showers, May flowers things, but flowers blooming in May, but also still raining. And so she wanted to do a little springtime-esque line for all of the, for these. She ultimately did 4 bars that were all themed around, you know, this idea of essentially life in the Pacific Northwest in May. And so I'm totally here for that. Now, she actually did wait for quite a while before she poured this blue onto the pink and the yellow, and it still moved, you know, pretty significantly. So there was about 20 oh, not 20 minutes. Let me see. 12 minutes. There's 12 minutes of footage that got cut out of this because it was setting up on the heat pad. Like, this is just a very slow moving blend, and I will be giving you the recipe for this swirls blend in one of the recipe days that's coming up. So yeah, the new format and all the jazz. We will be doing a dedicated recipe day at least once a week, if not twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And then the other 4 days of the channel will be, you know, our little designs and our themes and the things that we like to do and we want to do. Now, she decided to go ahead, and this is just the cutest thing ever, and also kind of, I don't know, it's funny but also kind of sad, because she painted these beautiful little tulips on the top of the bar, and she was so super excited and so super proud of them, and she should be, because they're absolutely gorgeous, super pretty. And then she was showing them to her significant other. She was showing the footage, and he was like, but you only have 10 on the bar. And she's like, no, I don't. I have all 11. And she only had 10 on the bar. And so she was, or on the loaf, and so she was really bummed, because she's like, that means that there's only 10 soaps in this little batch. And it's like, that's fine. You have to make a whole bunch more. So for this one, there's only 10. That's fine. A couple people are going to get some really big fat soaps in their bits and bobs bags, because, you know, we don't have tulips on those ones. And you kind of have to cut it basically exactly where they, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, 10. He was right. Yep, only 10. But this is super pretty. And let's go check out this awesome cut, because the cut, and specifically the side of this soap loaf, is absolutely stunning, just gorgeous across the board. And I cannot wait to show you this. Actually, I did show you this on Instagram like a while ago, because she made it a long time ago. Like, not a long time ago, but a while ago. You can check the Insta for exactly how long ago. But oh no, you can just go ahead and take that out. Yep, there you go. Put it in, fix it. It's all good. Let's check out this cut now. Okay, and on to the cut. This has been C-popped and gelled overnight. And look at that side. Holy shit. Does that not look like the Arizona desert? Right? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Like, if you're driving from like Flagstaff to Phoenix, there's that area that has all the beautiful, oh god, that's so beautiful. Look at that. That's like, the side of that loaf is like, it's like the most beautiful landscape I've ever seen. It's heartbreaking to be cutting it up at this point, but you know, it's awesome anyway. And I was in love with, oh my god, that's pretty too. I was in love with the side of this soap so very much. It was just absolutely stunning. And that is super cute. Now, was she wanting to do like an upside down tulip, maybe? I think what she's doing right there with her hands is that I wanted it to work this way and it really didn't. But I don't really think that matters, do you? Like, you have the green and you have the shock of the orange and the yellow. Like, in and of themselves, each of these bars are also, look at that. That's still like a Sedona, like, you know, Arizona desert. I think that's gorgeous. I love that. It's not Pacific Northwest themed, but that's okay. It's super beautiful. Yeah, I don't think she was super happy with how they looked inside, but I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And every single one of those bars ended up, they don't look like tulips, but they super look like an awesome landscape, right? I think that's delightful. I love those bars so much. The smell on this is actually really good too. That blend really works really well. Really good sticking power. We soaked this at 5% and with the fragrance, and it's delightful. It sticks good. Of course, that's what happens when you make clay soaps anyway. They tend to stick really well. And yeah, no, there is nothing wrong with this. This is absolutely beautiful. And I don't know, I'm in love with it. Maybe it didn't work how she wanted it to, but I think this is just a stunning bar of soap just across the board, and I'm excited to show you the rest in this theme line, you know, in the next few days. But for now, that is day 3, and it is a Georgia May's Tulips soap, or as I like to call it, the Sedona Sunset, because I think that's really what it is, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And there it is, Georgia May's Sedona Sunset Tulips bar thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love this so much. It is just a stunning bar of soap. And yeah, no, it's not exactly what she set out to do, but not only was there a landscape like on the side of the loaf itself, when she cut into it, they were also little mini landscapes of, again, what I remember seeing driving from like Flagstaff, Arizona down into Phoenix. Just that beautiful area of all these red desert mountain things. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And that's what that reminded me of, for sure. And so I love this bar oh so very much. The blend that she did with the 2 scents from Nature's Garden, delightful. So good, very spring-y, very much what I would imagine tulips would smell like, but I don't really think tulips have much of a scent. You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm an idiot and wrong. Tulips don't have a scent, right? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's one of 4 that she will be doing for a themed, you know, late spring line thing in the next few days. So definitely, if you're interested in seeing what else she comes up with for that soap series, subscribe to the channel, get the reminder, click the bell, the button and the bell. Do those things and you will be reminded when notified when I drop a video, and you can come back and check it out. That would be excellent. For those of you who are subscribed, hey, thanks for being excellent. You guys are awesome each and every day, and I appreciate you so much, for sure. I'm out of here for today. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I will see you all again tomorrow for not another series, but for a recipe. So yeah, come back tomorrow and you'll get a recipe video. Yes, thank you for joining me for another round of soapy fun. Bye.